Double Q. But what's that? BOGO?
Yeah, buy one get one.
That has to be that has to be the greatest marketing ploy ever.
Hell,
is that
BOGO.
damn BOGO.
Yo.
And nobody loves BOGO than women who are 60 and over. My mama freaking buy BOGO. Think she don't even damn near need it. She buy, it was BOGO. So
BOGO.
you ain't gotta buy it because BOGO.
Hey dog, let me tell you, I didn't even know
That
what BOGO
BOGO
was.
that
I was
BOGO
like, what the hell is BOGO?
I didn't know
I
what
would get one. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That is the truth. Whoever thought of that one, that was great.
That came to
the people.
Ploy.
Go ahead.
No, people love BOGO just like they like getting free T-shirts. I don't know what it is with people and getting free T-shirts.
Yo, that BOGO,
no matter who you are,
yo,
you get a free T-shirt. I'll take it. A free T-shirt, like
not even your size.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they'll knock you in the head with a free T-shirt, man.
Not even your size.
Right.
Let us move on to the National Hockey League. We got Dan with the National Hockey League. Dan is going to talk about the Rangers tonight and what's going on with the Rangers. The Rangers are in a free fall. Give it to the hockey guy. Go ahead, Dan. What you got for us tonight, sir?
Well, I don't want to burn you right off the bat, so
go ahead.
Oh, thanks.
We'll just go through the power rankings real quick. So I just got the top 10. And the one, I got the Devils. They've been playing well as of late. They got a 3-game win streak, 6-3-1. Panthers, number 2. I think they got shut out, Calgary and Vancouver, on the West Coast trip, but they won 3 out of the 5. Then they beat Edmonton the other night, 6-5. That was a good game. And they beat Minnesota, I think, the other night. And then I got Caps at number 3 without Ovechkin. They were 7-2-1. They're up there in the Metro. I got Vegas 7-2-1. Then I got 5. I got the Jets. They came back to earth, fellas. They're no longer walking on the moon. They were 5-4-1 in the last 10. Then Minnesota, they were on a little bit of a streak there, but they were 6-4-0 at number 6. And then Toronto, my Maple Leafs, they're 7-3-0. They've been on a 2-game win streak. And 8, I got the Oilers. They've actually been pretty hot. 8-2-0 in the last 10. And then the Kings, who I think are playing. Is it Philly tonight? I believe it's Philly. No. Yeah, the Kings are playing Philly. And then number 10, I got the Canes. With Anderson getting hurt, they've been struggling a little bit, but they got a couple wins in a row, and they're playing a lot better. But that's kind of the power rankings. I think your Rangers started off 12-4-1 or something like that, and they're damn near 500 now. Yeah, 15-15-1.
Yo, man, they traded my man.
Which one?
Capo Caco.
Shoot, what did he do?
I just like his name, man. Go ahead, Dan.
I'm just saying. I'm like, I like Capo too, but he wasn't burning it up. He only had 14 points this season.
Yeah, you're right, Dan.
But are the Rangers in trouble? I would say yes. And I say that because besides Buffalo, they might be the worst team in the last 10 games.
Lost 3.
I want to say, yeah, Buffalo's lost 11 in a row. So you're safe on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like 3-7-0 in the last 10.
Yeah, we lost 3 and yeah, Buffalo. Good gracious, 11.
Yeah, the Buffalo's a whole other story. But let's go back a couple weeks or whatever, and when we talked about pretty much the open market where they just came out and said, "Hey, we're trading Trouba this year," like letting it be known, and then. With the no trade clause, I think he blocked 2 of them. And I think one was absolutely Columbus. I think was one of them. And he, trade clause, he said no. But then they were like, well, you could either go to Anaheim or we're cutting you. Your choice. And that's how he, I think, ended up in Anaheim. But that was kind of like this first little stone rolling down the hill.
Oh, it's rolling now.
Oh, dude, it's just
Hmm.
it's gonna be a boulder here in a minute. But
Man, it's getting bad.
Oh yeah, you sent me that stuff before we could get on, but go ahead.
like I go back so we got the whole Trouba getting traded or whatever, but something that I find interesting about the Rangers is they were off to that great start, right? And then they started monkeying around trying to sign Shesterkin.
92 mil.
And,
8 years.
Exactly. And then how's he played since he's got that money?
Just like a
Not good. He's
just like most people that I see, they get money and
and I don't necessarily think it's him.
I mean
He's
yeah.
not playing, but he's like 10 and 12 for the season with a 3.04 goals against. Like this guy had like almost a 2 last year. Like it's night and day from last year's performance to this year's. It's just wild that like once he got paid, things kind of went south for him. But the Rangers have so many problems. Like Panarin right now, he's out, upper body injury, day to day. He leads your team with 36 points, 15 goals, 21 assists. And Adam Fox, another young stud defenseman, he's your second leading scorer. 1 goal, 24 assists.
Wow.
Can anybody, I know you two know, probably, well, you know your team. Who do you think the third leading scorer for this team is?
No, I was going to mess with you and say the goalie, but no, I'm joking. Boom.
He's close. Will Cooley,
Cooley.
Yeah.
23 points. And this is where it gets fun for me. When I start looking down this and I go, oh, hell, he's a third leading scorer with 23 points, 11 goals, 12 assists. Oh, well, where's all these big guys, Zibanejad, Trocheck, Capo,
Panarin.
Lafreniere, Hedel, Kreider.
They don't put the puck in the net, bro.
Zibanejad.
I'm
Where's
saying,
Mika at? Yeah.
Where are these guys at? I'll tell you. So right behind Will Coley is Alex Lafreniere, 21 points. He is a minus 14. That means he's been on for 14 goals more for when the other team scored, opposed to when he's on the ice and they scored even strength. Well, who's the next guy? Oh, hey, here's Mika.
It's minus 17. Jesus
Minus
Christ.
17.
Jesus Christ.
Trocheck.
Yeah.
He's got 18 points. Minus 5. Like Capo, you want to say what you say, about him leaving or whatever, but the dude's got 14 points. And he's a plus 9. That means he's playing the right way. He's not getting caught up, pinching, making bad passes across the middle of the ice. He's playing the game the right way. And then you got Hedel, in 24 games, he's got 12 points, and he's a plus 9. But Kreider, minus 4. Keandre Miller, minus 5. Trouba, he's been gone for 2 weeks, minus 3. I just see all the, they've got a few people that are, like Fox is a plus 3.
Ooh.
And Panarin, what? No, he's minus 6.
Yeah, Panarin,
So okay, we're not playing really good at 5-on-5. All right, well, how's our power play? I mean, we're looking to, what is it?
As a
16th in the
17th?
league, middle of the road,
Yeah.
a little bit of towards the back of the pack. All right, so we only scored, 87. What was that? 21.3%. It's not terrible. A couple good games, you could, pick that number up significantly. The thing, and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, penalty kill. They're second in the league at 87.1%.
Okay.
So we take penalties, but we don't give up goals off penalties. What's that tell you? You're horrible on 5-on-5 or even strength. I mean, that's what all these negative numbers for plus minus, that just screams 5-on-5 or even strength play. And I went out on a limb, me, I like to, stir the pot a little bit.
No, not you.
And, one of the chat groups, they were like, hey, you think Trouba, anybody think Trouba is going to get traded? I'm like, hell yeah, he's gone. And I said, he ain't going to be the last one. I said, I got money that probably Chris Kreider's going to go at some point. It's just, when you watch your team religiously, like I do with the Penguins, and like Jeff Carter on the Penguins the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, he'd have a great game, but then the age, the wear and tear, it was pedestrian the rest of the time, and that's kind of where Kreider's kind of creeping into, where he's not having good game after good game after good game. He may have a good game here or there. And like he's got 11 points in 28 games. This guy, I think, was it last year? He almost had 50 on the power play, or had almost 50 goals. A lot of them on the power play. It's just like, and I saw they scratched Keandre Miller, so I don't know if maybe, or they didn't take him to Dallas because I think they play tomorrow. He didn't travel with the team, so he might be gone. But from what I understand, like I was watching the Flyer-Detroit game last night, and I want to say it was on the intermission, but supposedly they had a players-only meeting, and the consensus, the insiders, that they love the coach. They're not happy with the management, a.k.a. the GM, Chris Drury.
Oh.
So does he get canned? Because I saw somewhere where they were talking about maybe Sean Avery being their GM. But something has to change with them. Like, you need a big shakeup of some sort, whether it be the GM. Laviollette's a great coach.
Yeah, they don't want to coach. No.
Yeah, he's not the problem. He hasn't lost the room. The players love him. He loves the players. That stuff's good. I think it's just, the stuff that, trying to get rid of Trouba, the way they handle it. The guy was your captain, for God's sake. And the way you just
discarded him.
Dismissed him and forcing him out of New York, that probably didn't sit well with the players. And that's kind of my thing with them. It's like they got to get better at 5-on-5. They absolutely got to be able to start scoring some more points or goals. I mean, they're like 22nd in the league in goals with that roster. I mean, it's insane.
They lost to Nashville the other night, 2-0. Couldn't even, one of the, not the worst, but one of the worst teams. Let me ask you this question, Dan. How did it get from them being like the Final Four in the NHL last year, and we got to this point from your perspective?
I mean, there's a couple of different reasons, I believe, with them. Pretty much you brought back, for the most part, the identical roster that you had last year, right? Same two goalies, same star players. Maybe your third and fourth line guys, you might have lost one or two. Sixth pair, your third pair, 5 and 6 defensemen. Maybe, one of those guys left or whatever, or signed as a free agent. But it's really kind of the same team. So is there complacency? Like, oh man, we had this last year. We're going to just, go through this season, be in the playoffs. We're going to get there, where the hunger is not there. I don't know. But something is amiss with them that they can't figure out how to get it right, or what they need to do to get it right. I see they got, like, lately they've been playing more young kids. I don't think they have a ton of injuries. I think it's like Panarin and Keandre Miller. They just put it. He did not travel to Friday's game in Dallas, so he might be on the trade block, because I think they got the roster freeze here coming up for the holiday, so they may try to move him before the roster freeze. But I don't get it, man. Your goaltender has been one of the better goaltenders in the league the last 2-3 years, and suddenly, like, the goals against average is up, save percentage is down. Like, he probably didn't lose 12 games until like February last year, or March maybe. But either they got to move the GM out and bring in a fresh voice, if that's what the issue is. But let me see here. I think I have it up. But I was looking at this.
I mean, do they need a team meeting?
Well, they did the players only.
They just had one.
Yeah, they need another one.
All right.
Yeah, you can only have so many of those. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I mean, because it doesn't make any sense, man. Like this is a solid. It was a solid team. I don't know.
But like
Final four.
Panarin's the one guy that's producing.
Right.
Zibanejad isn't. Trocheck isn't. What's the other one? Kreider isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know. Maybe do you switch your lines around?
I mean,
And see if something clicks with somebody else, because you got to get somebody going. You got to at least have a line going. When you get shut out by the Nashville Predators, a couple.
I mean, I know you said it's not the coach, but after you know how this goes. This business is.
I get that, but like if he's putting you in the positions and telling you where to be and coaching you in practice where to go, and you just lose your mind on 5-on-5 and don't cover your guy, he's not skating. He's not playing. Here's the thing.
I seen that happen to Doug Collins. I mean, they got him to fuck.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing.
Man.
They're not going to fire 21 players. They're going to fire the coach. Yeah. But that's the thing is the players are saying we love the coach. It's not the coach, and then you fire the coach.
Well, y'all need to play better. Listen, man. Listen. Y'all got to do something.
Just listen to this. So, you play Dallas tomorrow at Dallas. Then you play the Hurricanes. Then you got New Jersey. Then Tampa.
Jersey's playing.
Then Florida. Then Boston. Washington. Oh, we'll throw in Chicago so you can feel good and get a win. After you play Chicago, Dallas again, Jersey, Vegas, Colorado, Utah. All right, we're going to give you a little break. We'll throw you another bone. You could play Columbus and then Montreal back to back. Like, the future is not bright for them, like, unless they get their stuff together.
Yeah. Well,
that's why I said, like, when I was looking at this and I'm like, God, man, they're really struggling at 5-on-5 because everybody's a minus. Their penalty kill is really good, so it's not they're giving up a bunch of power play goals. And then I look at the schedule from now until January 19th. There's 4 games that I would say, hey, they're favored in.
right.
Wow.
So that's my Ranger mania for tonight.
Ranger mania.
Like I can't understand with the talent that they have and how well they performed last year, largely with the same group. Like, here's the other thing. You got rid of Trouba, right? Mm-hmm. He's your captain, one of the locker room guys. Well, guess what else he also does? Like, I know I make fun of him because I call him an orange pylon or whatever.
Yes, you do.
You throw him in a beer league, and he'll look like Paul Coffey. That's how good of a skater he is. It's just that the people he's playing against, are going like an e-bike, 30 mile an hour. So, like, he's lost a step, and he's not a great handler of the puck. But in light of that, like, I can't even believe I'm going to say this. If I was Toronto, I would try to work out some kind of deal to try to get him near the trade deadline or just, a week or two before it, just for the playoffs. Put him on your third pair. Give him, minutes here and there, but put him on your penalty kill. And he, like, I sent you the picture when he tried to kill Natchez for Carolina, where he basically was vertical to the boards with his face smashed into the boards because he was trying to run the guy and he ducked. But that's what he brings. He brings more space and time for your stars because people aren't going to take shots at them because he will go take care of it. And that's the other thing. Like, you got Rempe, you got a Redwood playing hockey.
Wow.
why can't he get minutes on 5-6 minutes a game on the fourth line if you're that bad?
Yeah, I haven't heard Rimpey heard nothing from him.
And it's not like the kid's bad. It's just that he's so damn big that he gets penalties because where his elbow is where the other guy's head is.
Head is.
I mean, it's not his fault. It's like, with
Frankenstein on skates, man.
Yeah, like Zdeno Chara, same thing. Like they're so damn big, they don't have an option not to hit you there unless they really, really, have time to maneuver as such not to kill you. But that's what I say. Like they have to figure something out because that schedule until January 19th is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, gotcha.
And you're already at 500.
Dan, real quick, I haven't heard you make mention of the Toronto Maple Leafs or said anything disparaging about them. They are sitting at 20-10.
Oh, I know. I said they're
42
playing.
points.
They're playing. Matthews came back. They've been playing much better. I did see out. Let me check Toronto's page, but I want to say their goalie Stolazar is out. He got hurt.
Okay.
But that's the thing with them is they kind of fixed a lot of problems they were having as far as so Stolars is out, but they got Wall and Hildeby is the backup now. Yeah. But like the defense core, you got Morgan Rye, Jake McCabe, OEL, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Chris Tanev, Yanni Hakanpää. So they got a good 5 good defensemen, and you could put Tanev and probably one of the other guys together as your third pair if you wanted to. But like I said, they're top heavy. You got all that money going to Marner, all that money going to Matthews, Tavares, Nylander. If they could fit Trouba in on that defense, and like I said, play him as a third pair, 5-6 minutes, 8 minutes a game, penalty kill, yeah. But they did a lot of, like, they got Pacioretty they brought in. I know Yarncroft is hurt, but they got him, and like Hakanpää, I think he's still on the shelf, but they moved out some other pieces and brought in some grit. But that's what they're going to need in the playoffs. Because I don't know if you've watched the Florida Panther game yet this year. They still playing the same way.
I mean,
if we can't outscore you, we're going to outpunch you.
Yeah, from the first
I was going to
game,
ask you how the Panthers were doing.
Oh, they're doing real well. Like I said, they got shut out in Calgary and Vancouver on their road trip, but I believe they beat was it Seattle, Edmonton, and I think Minnesota to end the trip. But yeah, I watched them a little bit the other night, and you want to talk about just an absolutely ugly goal. This is like what I'm talking about with the Rangers. Like sometimes you just gotta go to the net and good things happen. You'll hear that all the time from coaches. Tkachuk was going to the net. The guy tried to pass it across the rink, hit somebody's glove, bounced off the defenseman's shin pad, rolls back across to the other side of the crease, and good old Chucky's just there and goes, doop, slaps it between the goalie's legs. Like, he was kind of off balance even when he shot he wasn't even expecting the puck. It just kind of came to him as he was stumbling. He's like, oh, hell, I'd hit it, and boom, goes in the net. And those type of goals are huge in the playoffs. But it also, these guys like Zibanejad, Trocheck, and whatnot struggling to score. You got to go to those areas and get dirty and get that greasy goal that, no one will see it on SportsCenter, but, it got you the W.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, I mean, I kind of like Toronto where they're at right now. Hopefully Stolzar's not out length, good length.
They said, what, 4 to 6 weeks?
I think it was 4 to 6, yeah.
4 to 6 weeks. I just wanted you to put some respect on their name. That's all.
Oh, hey, I've been nice to him all year. I'm good.
All right. I'm good, Kev. I just wanted him to put some respect on Toronto.
Dan, anything else?
Oh, I got a couple other things yet.
Go ahead.
So I put this in the group chat, and I know everybody's like, is he drunk? But I was watching Detroit and Philly last night, and I don't think I've seen this in years. If anybody wants to know where Angel Hernandez is, I think he's reffing in the National Hockey League.
No, stop.
Dude, The referee is skating up the bench side of the ice, and it was the Flyers bench, and then it was the Red Wings bench, and they showed it from behind the goal, and you see the little guy with his little orange strip go whoop, and then he goes and puts it like 3 seconds. He has his arm up, and then he pulls it back down. So the whole bench is like, hey, come on, they got a penalty. So the goalie skates over to the bench, hops the boards. The extra checker hops on. So now Philly's got 6 skaters skating around. And then someone goes, hey, his arm's not up anymore. What's going on? So the goalie hops the boards again, skates back to the goal, and is in the goal when Detroit's coming back down the ice. And the linesman's kind of like, hey, wait. That's too many. Yeah, blow the whistle. And I love Torts. Torts he's always great for interviews. And I thought he was going to burst a blood vessel. He was losing his mind on the bench for good reason. He was under the impression, like the rest of the team, that, hey, we have the puck, his arm's up, so it's on the other team.
Right.
So you see them get together, and then like, this is even the worst part about it. So the referee skates to the little center circle, hits the button. No penalty on the play. Click. What? So what was the arm up? You got 7 guys on the ice. So I think it was like, hey, I was going to call a penalty, changed my mind. Sorry, you put your guy on the ice. My bad. We'll just wash it out.
So who checks the refs?
I've never seen that. Where literally they were going to call a penalty, pull their arm back down, and the other team pulls their goalie, and then has 6 guys, and then the goalie sneaks back in the net when the puck starts coming the other way. Oh, I was losing it. It was because I'm watching it. I'm like, and I'm watching Tortorella lose his mind on the bench, and I'm like, he's got a point there because they showed him go right up past.
And he's must-see TV anytime he gets mad. He's one of the best in the business.
But the Four Nations, I saw this, more about this. So February 12th through the 20th is when they're playing these games. February 12th to the 15th, Montreal is where they're going to be playing the games. And then from the 17th to the 20th, like where the championship game and all that, it will be back in Boston.
Good stuff.
So that will be the 8 days in February that they had their little break for like the All-Star game time. Okay. And lastly, give a shout out to Justin Schultz, the former Penguin. He retired from Seattle. He won 2 cups with us. He was really good when he was with us. Wish him the best in his retirement. And hey, a couple of weeks from now, we'll see if the Rangers got their shovels and dug themselves out of the hole, or if they decided to go deeper.
I'm pretty sure you'll let us know.
Yeah.
Well, I will. But it's interesting and fascinating to me how they're a 180 from what they were.
I said they finished in the Final Four. They finished in
that's what I'm saying.
So go figure. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Dan the Hockey Dude with the NHL. All right. Y'all know what it is. We got Mr. Ryan D'Souza.
What up?
With the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
The Emirates.
What you got for me?
Shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks. Hey, shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks.